Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Kai here from Tic-Tac-Toe. Oh wait, in today's video, we also have Zaid and Sharil joining us in a first impressions review of what I would personally call the future of desk, the Martian Gear Cockpit Pro. Alright, so Martian Gear was nice enough to invite the three of us over to their showroom, and they wanted us to take a look at their latest product. And as usual, Sharil over here, right? He has been like hogging the Cockpit Pro for the entire time. And yeah, we expect nothing less, Zaid. Sharil, you know, doing that.
Sit there all the time.
Yeah.
Even you let us try, man.
Before we go to all the specs of this product, let's just ask this bugger who has been hogging the Cockpit Pro the entire time. So Sharil, if there were three things that you enjoy about the Cockpit Pro, what would it be?
3 screens, reclining backrest, and the Red Bull fridge.
Okay. But we also have to say that the Red Bull fridge doesn't come together with the Cockpit Pro, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one is a separate accessory. But if you guys want to have your small little mini fridge at the side of your cockpit, feel free to do so. No one's stopping you. Yes, just now Sharil was saying something about the reclining back. All this while, when they first put it on their social media, I thought that everything was just going to be static. You know, you cannot articulate the seat, you cannot recline, or you cannot move it around. And I was so wrong.
I didn't even know that you could do that. I thought it was just like back and then back front. I thought, fine, you know, I can get that in any car that I sit in. And then you turn on the 0G function, and the bugger goes all the way to literally lying down. I mean, this is as close to Minority Report as it ever gets. You know, I mean, I had visions of myself buying something like this 10 years ago. Like, if I had money, I'm gonna get one of these. And then I get to sit in one of those, and it does that. It's amazing. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, and I think it was so fantastic that we caught Sharil sleeping, you know, a couple of times, right?
Yeah,
so he was
yeah, you were nodding off, bro.
Yeah, you were closing your eyes, and we had to like,
Yeah,
you know.
because I was in the zone.
Whoa. The zone. The other thing was, you know, when we first saw the Cockpit Pro in the showroom, the first thing that came to our mind was also about the size. But looking at the specs, looking at the spec sheet, the actual dimensions, it's not really that huge. You know, going from floor to its highest point, it's less than 2 meters. And that can fit, I think, any HDB rooms, right? If you guys think that this is too huge for you, in actual fact, it isn't.
It felt really big because there were 2 side stations that were really propped up. You got the Red Bull fridge on one side. You've got the
Dreamcore PC.
Dreamcore PC on one side, and I think that kind of inflated the sides of it. But it's actually okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the triple monitor setup also threw us off a bit.
Yeah, it threw me a heck of a lot off. I don't know about you. The second I saw that thing, I was like, 3? I thought 27 inches was kind of pushing it. 3? Son of a...
Says the person with the 42-incher.
40 inch.
Whatever.
Yeah, 40, 42, 49. Looks all the same to me. Doesn't matter.
It's very hard to imagine having this thing in your home. But I think once it is, it's going to be very hard to get out of. Simply because 1, it's comfortable. 2, it's entirely immersive. And like Sharil said, you get into the zone. And 3...
I know.
Yeah, what?
Once you assemble it, it can't fit through your door.
Oh, that's a pro.
So you can't, you can't get it out.
I honestly thought it was a gimmick.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, it's like, oh yeah, I got a cockpit. And then you sit in it, and then you're like, what can I do to get a room cleared so that I can get one? Because in my mind, I would have paid this money up. And remember, 10 years ago, something like this is going to cost you at least 30 grand USD, not inclusive shipping, not inclusive of setup. And the price point on this thing from Martian Gear is ridiculous.
But actually, a competing brand does cost that much.
Oh, there is a competing brand, is it?
What, $6,000?
No, remember he said it was like 30 or 40 grand.
Yeah,
was it Acer?
Yep.
I think it was the Predator or something, but that's nuts, right? This is something that's actually within the realm of possibility, right? 6,000 divided by what, 24 months?
Yep. The actual pricing is 5,888, but of course they do offer 2-year installments, so that's compute to about like what, $250 per month.
For $250 a month,
that's not bad.
It's not bad for a rig like this, right? When you have a Secret Lab chair, I'm not saying anything about it. I like my Secret Lab chair, but there is a certain level of improvement that the Martian Gear chairs do have for your tailbone. And the fact that you can switch out any Martian Gear chair to fit inside the Cockpit Pro is a plus, because now you can really get the chair that you like. And now you really can get the chair that you like that can go reclining into a 0G mode. That's nuts. For somebody like me, do I want something like this? Yeah, damn straight I want something like this. I think my wife will not allow it, but I want it. Maybe I can ask it for a birthday present.
Not gonna happen, man.
Well, when I asked my wife, what she thinks if I were to get it, she said, I also want one, so side by side. So I don't know whether we're going to spend, 12,000. Yeah, that's not going to happen lah. I don't think I will spend 12,000 just to get both of the cockpits side by side.
But depending, right? Imagine if you were a system administrator in a multinational company and you're going to be sitting in that chair 9 hours out of the day. I want to be in complete comfort. I would want to have all these screens. I would want to be able to take a quick nap, 15 minutes after my lunchtime. I don't need anything else except this. I mean, yes, it sounds weird coming from me that an office can look like that, as opposed to something else, which is like just desks and chair. I would pay good money to bet that a lot of geeks are gonna say to their companies, "Hey, can I get this for myself and just put it in the office?" I think they would go for it. I think it's something that if this existed during the Big Bang Theory days, this would be one of the things they would geek out over.
Yeah, I mean, just now when I started, the intro of this video, I did say that I personally think that this is the future of desk, the Cockpit Pro. It's not, to me, it's not just for gaming. It's something beyond gaming. It can definitely use for productivity, it can be used for studies and so on and so forth, but definitely not just for gaming.
I would tend to agree. I mean, if I was still single and I didn't have to argue about anyone to have this in my room, it would be one of the things I would have invested on a long time ago, and I'd be like the guy that all the nephews go to, like, "Oh, check out Uncle Zaid, he's got this," because it looks cool. And when that thing flips open to allow you in, I swear I've seen that scene in a movie before.
Single 49-inch, a single 38-inch. You've also got the normal single 32, but you can put up to 328.
Okay, 328s.
Yeah.
Or you could go with a 34 in the middle and 227s at the side.
Well, so that means that, it's really very flexible, very versatile, according to whatever configuration that you want to set on the panels. It's really up to you. So yeah, like what Zaid has, 40-inch monitor from Dell. Or if you have a 27-inch monitor like me, or Sharil has a 32-inch monitor, I'm very sure you can fit all three in one panel, right?
I think so, yeah. Comfortably.
Wow.
I guess you could say they could have almost a 180-degree field of view.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God.
And in the testing, it really felt that way.
Yeah. So the other thing also, when we were there, we were playing 2 games. One was Microsoft Flight Simulator. The other one was it Forza?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Forza.
So Sharil, you were playing Forza for about, I don't know, more than 15 minutes probably. How does it feel? I've never had that kind of experience where, you know, it's literally 180 degrees all around. How does it feel?
Amazing, man. You saw I didn't want to get out of the chair. But yeah, it gives you that like I said, that 180 degree field of vision. And I guess depending on what settings you have for your game or what kind of game it is, it would really immerse you, especially if you've got the curved monitors.
Yep. So it is all about immersion, right? You being so immersed in whatever games that you're playing. Wow, I cannot imagine playing games like Breakpoint, co-op Breakpoint, where
No, Squadrons, man.
Squadrons.
yes, definitely
That thing is
Squadrons.
built for Squadrons.
Oh God.
So that covers the usage possibilities of immersion. It is incredibly convincing as an immersive tool because you really get sucked into the game with a 180 angle with those 327 inches. I think that's fantastic. Damn, if only they had Squadrons on.
Footrest.
Ah, yes. It does play a big part, right? I remember Zaid saying something about that when we were there. Zaid said something that about footrest being super important when you are sitting down.
You don't initially feel it. You don't initially feel it when you got your foot down flat, right? And then you're sitting back on this thing, and then you activate the footrest, and it comes up like so. And when you're putting it on it, it feels like you really are in some sort of a train, or some sort of vehicle that's about to move off, because this on your foot on the ground, it's not right when you're in something like this. But when it goes up this way, it totally changes it. I mean, there are products out there that are specifically designed just so that you can move your feet ever so high just to be a bit more comfortable. And the fact that they built it in and activates by hydraulics. Oh man, when that thing switches on, I didn't even know it existed until it actually activated. So that definitely kind of brought me into the idea of, wait a minute, this thing is at the right place. And I'm like 1.84 meters and I can feel the difference already. But it's a whole lot more than that. It's a whole package deal with this thing. I mean, I've got, a bottle of whatever water just sitting on my desk. This thing has 2 cup holders. It's not going to crowd my workspace. It's there for a purpose, for a reason. It's going to be there. My drink won't spill, even if I go to 0G.
How about the placement of everything else, like the control panels, the distance between where you are seated as well as the keyboard placement? Is it nicely calibrated? Is it nicely configured? What do you guys think?
I think based on the type of chair that you fix it in, or that you fix into the cockpit, I think you would be able to adjust the armrest. Personally, I feel that I would have liked the controls to be a bit higher up my reach, because I found that I had to scrunch up my arm just to get at the controls a bit. But then again, maybe that's because we didn't adjust the armrests.
Yeah,
I just want to say that just touching those controls makes you feel like you're on Star Trek, like you're in the captain's chair, like, yeah, I'm gonna go up. It is a fun feeling.
Yeah, it's like you are ever ready to take off, right?
Ever ready to take off. They've got 4 USB slots on the right hand side. 4 USB slots that you can put in whatever peripheral you want, whether it be your keyboard, your mouse, your joystick.
Not just USB 2.0, it's USB 3.0, 4.
It's USB 3.0.
4 ports.
4 ports is more than enough, This thing is built for somebody who's going to be in that chair for a long time. And it makes absolute sense. And it's got this thing, it's got this light that crosses from the back of the arch all the way to the front. It kind of lights up your peripheral area just so that it's enough for you to know where what is.
Like a reading light.
Yes.
They call it a reading light. I didn't test reading it in that chair because honestly, it was the last thing in my mind to do. Just in the machine itself, it's enough of an impulse buy, right? If you just want to say like, I've got $6,000 lying around, screw it, I'm gonna get myself one of these.
Yeah, man.
The experience is I want it.
Yeah, I could probably relate to, the first time where you probably touch a PC, or the first time where you touch a Mac, where you go into a store and you have this idea at the back of your mind, that, oh my God, I'm going to be touching a Mac, I'm going to be touching a PC for the first time in my life. And there you are, when you were sitting, and when the entire thing just comes nicely, fall into place, I could go back to that point of time where, oh my God, this is new.
Actually,
I'm living it.
You hit it. The excitement is in that this is something new. Yeah. This is a different experience. This actually works. It does everything it's supposed to do. It takes the experience further.
Right? Yeah, that's right.
Can you imagine if you had 4 of these in a LAN shop and the rest of it was just the normal monitor and server PC? You'd be like, I'm gonna cough up another $10 just so I can sit in that Cockpit Pro. So yeah. The experience Panan is something that is definitely a novelty because it's definitely new. I mean, I never thought that I would be able to sit in one of these in Singapore. I thought it's only something that you'll see in Japan, Korea, the United States definitely, but you've got to be rich to be able to afford something like this.
I think based on that analogy, right, of it being akin to experiencing a new PC or a new Mac, when you go into the Apple shop and then you touch that G3 or that iMac, that first iMac that they came out with, I think this seat fulfills that expectation that we have of a gaming cockpit. Although we've never seen one or experienced one before, we're only basing our experiences on the standard gaming chairs. When we see something on Instagram, we see someone's setup. He's got a triple monitor setup. He's got LED lighting at the background. He's got a kick-ass chair, and he's got everything at his hands, within his reach. And then you start to develop that expectation of what if this was something even more of a cockpit. And then when we went and saw this, it basically ticked off all of those expectations that we had or that we wanted in a cockpit, in a gaming cockpit. So yeah, I think this product fulfills that expectation and that want or that desire. So that's why it resonates quite so well with us.
Yeah.
And this is just like version 1, right?
Whatever that you heard today in this video, if it's not doing any justice for you, you just need to go and book a slot, go and try it yourself. You'll know what we're talking about. Hearing it, looking at videos of it, it's nothing compared to really sitting and experiencing the entire thing coming together. Oh my God. It's a different experience altogether. I really think that this is the future of desk. Definitely when I move house, when I do own my own place, it's going to be a very, very heavy consideration. So much so that I will probably make space or just clear space just to house the Cockpit Pro. I mean, I'm for one who has really been very much entrenched in the entire, or rather a lot of the Martian Gear products. I'm sitting on one, by the way. This is the Starfighter, and I've also done the review for the Astronaut, which is over here. This is now imprinted with Tiara's essence already and her cuties, because this is her daily driver for her work and everyday lounging. For me, the Starfighter, and so far, first impression, it has been quite awesome. It is the most ergonomic chair that I've sat on. Stark contrast to the APOL one, which I enjoy, but the APOL one will make way for this one instead. Alright, if you guys want to purchase it, any of these chairs, the Martian Gear chairs, the awesome ones, you can always input tic-tac-toe on your checkout, so you can get $60 discount. On top of that, you'll also get free delivery as well as free assembly. Alright guys, we hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, do hit the like button, and if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing to this channel and hitting the bell notification button to be notified on a future video that we might post. That's it from Kai, Sharil and Zaid. If there's nothing else, we'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye.